All right, let's talk about the brand new Samsung T9 Portable SSD. If you're a creator, a gamer, or really anyone who's just sick and tired of waiting for files to transfer, well, this little piece of tech might be exactly what you've been hoping for. So let's just dive right in. You know the feeling, right? We've all been there. You're just staring at that little blue line creeping across the screen, watching literal minutes of your life just disappear. It's the ultimate killer of creativity, and let's be honest, it's a huge test of our patience. Well, what we're looking at today might just be the cure for that digital headache. Say hello to the Samsung T9 Portable SSD. This thing was built from the ground up to make all that waiting pretty much a thing of the past. So, when you look at a premium drive like the T9, there's one main reason you're even considering it. And that, without a doubt, is its promise of absolutely blistering speed. And here's the number that really matters: 2,000 megabytes per second. That's its max read and write speed. Now, to put that into perspective for you, you could transfer a massive, like 100 gigabyte 4K video file in less than a minute. That is a total game changer for pretty much any creative workflow. But what does that speed actually mean for you? Well, if you're a gamer, it means your games and levels are going to load in a flash. If you're a student, those huge project files, they'll move between your devices almost instantly. And for the professionals out there, this is where it gets really good. You can actually edit and render high-res video directly from the T9 with no stutter, no lag. Okay, but speed is only part of the story, right? A top-tier drive also needs to be tough. It has to stay cool when you're pushing it, and it's got to play nice with all of your other gear. Let's see how the T9 holds up. So how does it keep up those crazy speeds without overheating? Well, heat is the #1 enemy of performance. Samsung's answer is something called the Dynamic Thermal Guard. Basically, it's this super smart internal system designed to manage heat, keeping the drive at the perfect temperature even if you're hammering it for hours. And it's not just tough on the inside. This thing is built to survive a drop from up to 9.8 feet. That's almost 3 meters. So yeah, if it accidentally tumbles off your desk or falls out of your bag, you don't have to have a heart attack about losing your data. The T9 is also a real chameleon when it comes to compatibility. Of course, it works perfectly with your PC or Mac, your gaming consoles, and your tablets. It'll even connect to your Android phone. But here's the kicker for all you video creators: it fully supports the iPhone 15 and 16, so you can shoot that beautiful ProRes 4K video at 60 frames per second directly onto the drive. That is huge. Okay, so we've established the T9 is fast and it's tough. But let's be real, Samsung makes a lot of fantastic SSDs. So the big question is, where does the T9 actually fit into the family? It's time to put it head-to-head with the rest of the T-series lineup. This chart right here tells you everything you need to know. Just look at that speed column. The T9 is hitting 2,000 MBs per second, which is nearly double the speed of the super popular T7 and T7 Shield. How? It's all about the interface. It's using the newer USB 3.2 Gen 2x2 standard, and that's what unlocks this incredible performance. Now, you'll notice the T7 Shield has that IP65 water and dust resistance, which the T9 doesn't. So it's a trade-off. The T9 is all about pure, unadulterated speed while still matching that awesome drop resistance. This chart really just cements the T9 as the undisputed king of the hill for performance. So, we've looked at the speed, we've looked at the build, we've seen how it stacks up against its siblings, so what's the final word on the Samsung T9? Well, I think it helps to remember who we're talking about here. Samsung has been the #1 brand in the world for flash memory since 2003. That's not just some marketing line. It's a real legacy of building some of the most reliable and high-performing drives out there because they make all the important stuff in-house. So here's the bottom line. The T9 is for that person who just can't afford to compromise. It gives you the absolute peak of portable speed and wraps it in a really durable package. It's built for people whose job or whose passion demands the best performance, period. And that really just leaves us with one last question, and this one's for you. As our creative projects get bigger and our games get more demanding and our ambitions keep growing, you gotta ask yourself, is the storage you're using right now actually fast enough to keep up? The T9, well, it makes a really strong case that maybe it's time for an upgrade.